Hello students, and welcome to Intro to Gymnastic Rings, otherwise known as Rings 101. I am your professor, Train with Will. And in this course, we're going to be mastering all the foundational exercises you need to learn on the gymnastic rings. Alright, so this is a two-part class. Part 1 is going to be Intro to Statics, which will begin with the basic hold and then moving into the support hold. And then part 2 of the class is going to be Intro to Dynamics. We'll start off with rows and push-ups and then move on to pull-ups and dips. Another thing to keep in mind, this is a pass-fail class, meaning you need to hit all the sets and reps that I'm going to lay out before moving on to Rings 202, coming soon. Alright, so welcome to lesson 1.1. First thing we're going to do on the rings is we're just going to get up and hold ourselves up on them. This is called the basic hold. So, set the rings up and then jump up and support yourself with your hands at your side. It is a lot harder than it looks, and when you're first doing it, you're going to be very shaky. Alright, so as I mentioned, this is a pass-fail class. So in order to pass lesson 1.1, you're going to need to hold the basic hold for at least 3 sets of 15 seconds each. Alright, so here we go, lesson 1.2. We're going to move from the basic hold to the support hold. So what you're going to do, get up into your basic hold, keep your hands close to your side, elbows tucked in, and just turn your palms out so they're in front of you. So another thing to keep in mind with the support hold is you want to keep your elbows tucked in really close. The farther you have your elbows out, the harder it's going to be to balance. So a passing grade on this movement is going to be, again, 3 sets, 15 seconds each. Alright, so lesson 2, we're moving into dynamic movements now. And what dynamic movements are just movements where you move your body through a range of motion, as opposed to static movements where you're just holding your body in the same place in the row. So the first dynamic movement we're going to get into is the ring row. And what you're going to want to do for the ring row, set up the rings so that at the bottom of the movement, your body creates about a 30 to 45 degree angle with the ground. Let your shoulder blades be pulled forward as the movement starts. Hold it together and row the rings to your rib cage. Hold for a second at the top and slowly lower yourself. So the passing grade for this movement is going to be 3 sets of 10 reps. Now that you can do 3 sets of 10 reps on ring rows, you probably have the strength to start doing some pull-ups. Let's get into these. In pull-ups, you're going to want to set the rings so you have enough room for your body to clear the ground. Dead hang at the bottom with your palms facing away from you, and as you pull up, you want to rotate your palms in so they're towards you, and then rotate them back down as you lower. Doing this allows you to train all 3 pull-up grips in one movement. So the passing grade for this movement is 3 sets of 6 reps. Alright, so lesson 2B. The next move we're getting into is ring push-ups. These are just like regular push-ups, but better. Alright, so what we're going to do with ring push-ups is we're going to set the rings pretty low, around the mid-thigh area. Have somewhere to support your feet. Lower yourself all the way down, and you want to lower yourself down so that the rings are beside your rib cage. Then press up and turn your palms out at the top. This is where that support hold strength is going to come in handy. So in order to pass this movement, you need to get another 3 sets of 10 reps. Alright, so once you can do 3 sets of 10 on the ring push-ups, we're ready to move into ring dips. So what you're going to want to do, set up the rings about the same height as ring rows, and jump up into a support hold. And then as you lower yourself down into the dip, you turn the rings so that they're neutral, and as you push up, turn your palms out back into a support hold. And then with this movement, you're going to want to be able to build up to 3 sets of 6 reps. So once you can do all sets and reps of all those exercises, you've officially passed Rings 101.